Where you want it?
Bay 12, please.
Hello there, Turtle fans, and welcome back to another Bay 12 video review. And today we're reviewing the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Secret of the Ooze 2-pack. And this 2-pack has Mikey and Donnie. So if you haven't watched our review where we reviewed the 2-pack featuring Leo and Raph, go back and watch that video. It's a pretty cool review. Anyway, here they are in the packaging. You've got Mikey and Donnie there. You got a shot of Mikey and Donnie. The action figures are on top. Donnie on that side. Mikey on that side. A good picture of the two of them on the back, plus other action shots with their various accessories. And then, of course, shots of all four of them together. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. Alright, so real quick before we do our up-close comparisons, here is Donnie and Mikey, and then here is the Raph and Leo from the other Turtle 2-pack, so you can see them all four together. And they look really, really sweet side by side. We'll go ahead and start with everybody's favorite turtle, Mikey. Here he is, and this one is definitely better than the first movie Turtle. I know in the other review we talked about how the figure molds themselves, at least the bodies of the turtles, aren't that different from the first movie Turtles, but this one has some really nice updates aside from being pretty similar. So here he is next to the first movie Turtle, Mikey. Of course, just like with the other two, he does have a new head sculpt, he has a new neck sculpt. Other than that, the body is pretty similar, but he actually has a new front shell. His front shell is actually very, very different from the first movie one. The back of his shell is also very, very different. And in case you haven't noticed yet, he's actually got the holsters from the second movie for his nunchucks. And these holsters are much better than just the little loops we had in his belt from the first movie, Mikey. So I would say out of all of the four turtles, Mikey has the biggest improvement in both design and, of course, with the new figure mold between the two. Now, the new Mikey is, of course, fully articulated shoulders, double jointed elbows, wrist joints with swappable hands. Head is on a ball joint, that upper torso joint inside the shell, which is really good. Hips, double jointed knees, and ankle joints. And that's pretty much it for articulation. You can, of course, take his nunchucks here and just slide them right into, maybe if I move the arm, there we go. Move the arm forward, it's easier than moving the arm back. And then just slide those nunchucks in. Now, for his regular nunchucks, it is that soft bendy wire, so make sure you're careful with that, because if you overflex those a little too much, you can snap that wire pretty easy. It's a pretty thin metal wire. Now you'll notice he is still holding a pair of nunchucks, but in his right hand, it's the sausages that he has in the movie, and you do get two. You do get a pair of the sausages, so that's really awesome. I just had to display him with the sausages, you know. And of course they also come with a couple of half-eaten slices of pizza, just like the other pack. Another slice of that olive and peppers pizza, just like the other pack. And that's pretty much it for the pizza. Some swappable hands in this pack. We get this kind of just relaxed hand gesture for the right hand. A pair of thumbs ups. And an open grasping hand that can actually hold the secret of, not the secret, that can actually hold the ooze canister. Because in the first pack, we didn't get a hand that could hold the ooze canister. We got the ooze canister, and that one was filled with ooze. This one is an empty ooze canister, which is pretty cool. And of course, you can swap those hands out with any of the four Turtles figures. They're all interchangeable. And just like with the other pack, you can unpeg the bandana on the back of his head, and swap it out with any of the other movie turtle bandanas you might have had from the earlier turtle packs, which is pretty cool. But I like how the bandanas in these two packs match for all 4 turtles. They all have the same bandana. Now for Donnie here. So Donnie, like Raph and Leo, didn't see too many mold changes himself. His chest is a little bit different. His shell is a little bit different. Of course, he's got a totally new head sculpt and new neck. But other than that, he's still pretty similar. They also updated his belt and bandolier, which look a little bit better, but he still has that same string to put his bow staff through. But I gotta say, seeing all 4 together next to the first 4 turtles, I do really like the second movie turtle set over the first movie turtles. I like the first movie more than the second movie, but I definitely like the second movie turtle figures more than the first movie turtle figures. Donnie is also fully articulated. He has the same exact articulation as the other 3 turtle figures. You can take his bow staff here and string it through the loops on the back of his harness there. Pretty easily. That actually looks really good there. And another really cool feature is when he just like when he checks his watch for time, you get a little strap there where you can check his watch. And just in case you're worried about that little bit breaking off for some reason, maybe it gets knocked off the shelf, maybe you bought this for a kiddo and they've been playing with it, you get a swappable forearm for Donnie, where you can just pop this off at that elbow joint, pop that hand off the wrist joint, and then just pop this on in its place. Now, before you do that, I recommend you do the hot water treatment first, regardless if you've got nice and not loose joints, but decent joint movement, right? Regardless if you have that or not, I still recommend you do the hot water treatment. Heat up some water. You don't need to bring it to a boil, but you don't want it warm either. You want it hot. Submerge the arm section in the water for roughly 20 to 30 seconds. Just use your best judgment. Pull it out, and then the joint should be soft enough for you to remove safely without breaking the peg, because you don't want to snap that peg. The pack does not come with a replacement peg for you to replace that with. So do the hot water treatment regardless if your joints are nice and loose or super tight, because you don't want to risk breaking that peg off. And then you can safely put this on, put on a new hand, and you're good to go. That is if you want to swap that out. Other really cool accessories, you get the wiffle ball bat that he's using to bonk his brother on the head with, and he's even making that goofy facial expression when he's pretending like he didn't do anything at all when they turn around and look at him. Absolutely hilarious. Overall, this is a really awesome set of the Turtles. Between the two, like I said, I like the second movie Turtles figures more than the first movie Turtle figures. They definitely upgraded in design a little bit. The suits looked a little better overall, and not just that, just better with their accessories too. Their weapons, while they look more or less the same from the first movie to the second movie, the way they carry them is definitely improved. Specifically, Mikey here. Mikey got the biggest improvement of the four, but still, it's an improvement nonetheless. Stay tuned for more Turtle reviews. Stay tuned for other Bay 12 reviews. Like and subscribe and follow us on social media. What do you think about this set versus the first movie set? Do you like the first movie Turtle figures more, or do you like the second movie Turtle figures more? Let us know in the comments. In case you're local or visiting us in town, why don't you come check out some of the Turtles we have in stock here at Bay 12 inside Order 66 Multiverse in the shops at Willow Bend Mall in Plano, Texas. We'll see you later. We'll see you another time. Cowabunga, dudes.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.